So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So today we're looking at the disappearance of Shri Abhiram Thakur. So, I wanted to seek your good wishes. I'd like to thank everybody for joining and your blessings so that we can share a few details or pastimes of Abhiram Thakurji. And it's his disappearance which we are celebrating, which is a little unusual. We were celebrating the disappearance of a devotee. But this is something that has been written by, I think Srila Prabhupada wrote this, right? He reasons ill who tells that Vaishnavas die when thou art living still in sound. The Vaishnavas die to live, and living try to spread the holy name around. So this is really great definition of Vaishnav. He's never morose. He's always happy. Why is he always happy? Because even if he dies, he's going to go to the spiritual world. And while he's living, he's connected with the Supreme Lord through preaching his glory, the glories of the holy name. So Vaishnav is always happy. That's actually one of the symptoms of a Vaishnav. Okay, Abhiram Thakur. Abhiram Gopal Thakur, disappearance day is today, 3rd of May. He was a great devotee of Lord Nityananda, and on the order of Nityananda Prabhu, he became a great acharya and preacher of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. He was always in ecstasy and was kind to all fallen souls. It is said that if he offered obeisances to any stone other than a Shaligram Shila, it would immediately burst into pieces. So he's really powerful devotee. According to the Gaura Ganadesh Dipika, in Krishna Leela, he is Sridham, one of the 12 prominent cowherd boyfriends of Sri Krishna. And Abhiram's Gopal's wife's name was Malini Devi. So he lived in Kanakula Krishna Nagar, near the banks of the Kana River. Because it is a town, Nagar, with Krishna temple, the town is called Krishna Nagar. And because the temple is on the banks, Kula of the Kana, it is called Kanakula Krishna Nagar. Here is the location of the temple of Abhiram Thakur, and just outside the temple is a bakul tree, Siddha Bakul Kunj, under which he used to sit. So we'll come and see that hopefully a little bit later. Just wanted to, yes, this is the deity and in that temple of Abhiram Thakur. And this is Sri Dham in Krishna Leela. Beautifully, beautiful, colorful dhoti. Okay. So there's a wonderful Leela that took place actually when Krishna and Balaram were present 5,000 years ago. One day in Dwapara, Krishna, Balaram, and their cowherd friends were playing hide and seek in the woods of Vrindavan. Suddenly, Krishna remembered Nadia. So that's Mayapur. And he wanted to go there and enjoy pastimes there. Taking Balaram and all their friends with him, he adventured in Navadvip. Somehow, Sridham got left behind in Braj, and he remained in his hiding place in a cave. So because they were playing hide and seek, they forgot about him. When everybody was performing kirtan in Navadvip, Gauranga Mahaprabhu suddenly remembered Sridham. In ecstatic love, he shed tears and he called out, "Ah, Sridham, where shall I find you now?" And he fell unconscious. So he's very close. Sridham, one of the 12 principal Gopas. Nityananda Prabhu lifted Gauranga onto his lap and brought him back to consciousness. When asked the reason for his distress, Mahaprabhu said, "Where is Sridham? Tell me where he is. I will go immediately and bring him." Mahaprabhu further revealed to Nityananda, "He is living in Vrindavan. Go there and bring him here quickly." I am broken-hearted in his absence. Pacifying Gauranga, Nityananda Prabhu assured him that he would find Sridham and bring him back to Navadvip. Nityananda Ram set out and eventually reached Govardhan area in Braj. Nityananda Prabhu was wearing his usual blue dhoti and angashas vastra and had his hair tied in a knot on top of his head. So this is an unusual sight. It will be an unusual sight for Sridham. You want to be Nityananda or Sridham? Okay. Arriving near Govardhan Hill, you can be Nityananda. Nityananda started calling out,
Sridham.
Again and again. Finally, Sridham came out of the cave to see who was calling him. Seeing the strange man dressed in blue, right? He was dhoti, yeah, and his hair was knotted up. Sridham asked, "Who are you? Why are you calling me?" Nityananda introduced himself as Balaram and said that his name was previously Balai. However, Sridham had a doubt in his mind due to the different appearance and get-up of Nityananda. The stature of people in Dwapar Yuga was much taller than people in Kali Yuga. So this Nityananda was a little smaller than normal. Sridham said, "If you're really Balai, then you should be as powerful as him. I shall clap my hands and run. If you are truly Balai, then you will be able to catch me." Hearing this, Nitai said,
"Run if you must. Let's see how far we'll be able to go."
Clapping his hands, Sridham said, "Ha, Balai, you will not be able to catch me." Sridham Gopal then tied his cloth tightly between his legs in a manner of a wrestler and began to run around Govardhan Hill. After circumambulating Sri Giriraj 4 times, he looked back to see if Nityananda had caught up with him. Seeing that Nitai had kept pace, he thought, "This is indeed Balaram." Sridham said, "You must be tired, my friend. Take some rest now. Since I did not see your form of Balaram, I had some doubt in my mind. But you went around Govardhan Giri 4 times. Who else but Balai has the energy to do that?" Then he asked, "Tell me, why have you come looking for me?" Nityananda replied,
"Krishna fell unconscious because he could not see you."
Sridham asked, "Where has Kanai gone?" Nityananda replied,
"Now everyone has gone to Navadvip. If you will accompany me, we will have some special pastimes there. Come quickly."
Sridham said, "No, I shall not go. Going with you means I will have to live in someone's womb there. Considering the pain, who wants to live in that condition? I will not go." Nityananda said,
"Just come with me and let us discuss the matter with Kanai. You can remain for now as you are."
because remember, the forms had changed. Balaram had converted to Nityai, and Krishna had converted to Gauranga. Sridham laughed and said, "All right then, carry me on your shoulders. All that running has made me tired." Nitai said,
"If I refuse, then we will go around telling everyone that I could not carry you because of the difference in our respective sizes. You are the chief amongst us cowherd boys. Please consider that you should be sympathetic about the happiness and distress of others."
Sridham said, "Well, you and I are just the same. You very well know that when Krishna's side loses, I sometimes carry you on my back." Nityananda replied,
"Everyone knows that you are subjugated by Kanai's love. None of the pastimes that happen in Braj by day or by night are unknown to you. All the other cowherd boys always sing your praises. Come now, let us go and meet Gauranga. All the 12 Gopals, the 12 intimate associates of Lord Nityananda, who are the expansions of the 12 primary cowherd boys, the Gopals in Krishna Lila, and 64 Mahantas, the 64 devotees that are considered to be the most confidential associates of Mahaprabhu, know you and sing your praises.
Mm. Hearing these words, Sridham went and got dressed. He dressed himself in a very enchanting way. The beauty of his hair, dress, and cowherder paraphernalia was extremely attractive. Soon the two of them approached Navadvip. When Gauranga saw that they had arrived, he embraced Sridham and said to him, "Where have you been? What kind of bliss were you in that I had to send Nityananda to bring you here?" Sridham said, "Tell me the reason for your appearance here. Why do you all have shaven heads and wear these rags? Seeing your condition breaks my heart." So you do this, Mahaprabhu.
Okay. Mahaprabhu explained, Sridham, with the end of Dwapar Yuga, the influence of Kali began. In this stage, renunciation is proper.
Sridham said, "I don't understand. Please explain." In the mood of Krishna, Mahaprabhu said,
There are 4 yugas, Satya, Treta, Dwapar and Kali. In Dwapar, Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. In Kali Yuga, he incarnates as Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Now, in the beginning of Kali Yuga, I should reveal this truth, which is also mentioned in the Shastras. You should know that my form as Krishna Chaitanya is the very same as my form of Krishna. Gaur Leela and Krishna Leela are one. In Gaur Leela, I and my associates have assumed the role of devotees and relishing the mellows of love of Krishna. Now my name is Krishna Chaitanya. From today, you will be known as Abhiram.
Nityananda called everyone and smilingly said,
From today, he will be known as Abhiram. We have kept this name since it indicates that there is no difference between Sridham and me. So Abhiram is to be known as Ram.
After the disappearance of Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, Abhiram Thakur continued to live with Virbhadra Gosai, Nityananda Prabhu's son. By the grace of Nityananda Prabhu, Abhiram Thakur became a great acharya and preacher of Chaitanya cult of devotional service. It is said Abhiram Thakur had a whip named Jai Mangal, and that whomever he touched with it would immediately become a devout Krishna Bhakt. So this is the pastime of how Abhiram came to be, and very, very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. So the Gopinath deity in the temple of Kanakul Krishna Nagar was established as follows. So another wonderful pastime. One day the deity of Gopinath appeared to Abhiram Gopal in a dream and informed him that he wanted to manifest himself in Kanakula Krishna Nagar. It is said that the deity was buried in the earth, and in the dream, he ordered Abhiram Gopal to excavate him and inaugurate his worship. Abhiram Gopal went to the place where the Lord had indicated he would be found and began digging, excavating. There, after digging for some time, he found the mind-enchanting deity of Sri Gopinath. The place where this discovery was made is now called Ram Kund, and there is a small lake there. So these are the deities, Gopinath, chanting, and there's a Shaligram there. There's another Krishna there by the looks of it. Must be Gauranga. Oh, it's Balaram. Yeah.
Let's go.
Maybe Abhiram. I don't know. Let me just go back. The Bhakti Ratnakar says, after having excavated the Gopinath deity, all the devotees headed by Ramdas, that's Abhiram Gopal, bathed in the sacred waters of the Kund near the spot where the deity had been found. From that day on, the Kund became famous as Ram Kund. Whoever bathes there becomes free from repeated birth and death. So, one day, Sri Abhiram Gopal was overwhelmed with the ecstasy of Sakiras. He went through the forest looking for a suitable instrument to make a flute. When he saw before him a big log, the log was so huge that 16 men could not move it. Grabbing hold of that log, he turned it into a flute and began to play upon it. He's very, very strong. Abhiram Thakur had a bullwhip that was imbued with divine power. Its name was Jai Mangal. Whoever was struck with this whip became filled with prema bhakti. So one day, Srinivasacharya, one of the contemporaries of Narottam Das Thakur and Shyamananda, he went to take darshan of Abhiram Gopal. At that time, Abhiram Gopal touched him 3 times with Jai Mangal. And Abhiram Gopal's wife, Malini, cried out, "My lord, do not touch him again. Calm yourself. Srinivas is only a boy. If you touch him again, he will lose consciousness." As a result of coming in contact with the whip of Abhiram Thakur, Srinivasacharya became filled with Krishna, Prema Bhakti. So when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda Prabhu to preach in Bengal, he sent Abhiram Gopal and Gadadhar Das along with him. So that's not the same Gadadhar, that's not Gadadhar Pandit. So there's another Gadadhar. Simply upon seeing Abhiram Gopal, the atheists and blasphemers would flee in terror. He was a remarkable scholar, well versed in all the scriptures. He married his wife Malini upon the order of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. And his disappearance is on the 7th day of the dark moon in the month of Chaitra. And on that day, a great festival attended by thousands of devotees is held every year in Kanakula Krishnanagar. So I'm not sure if this year that is the case, but in normal circumstances, it'll be a very big festival today. So, any questions, any comments? Yes, Rianj. Are you there, Rianj? Your hand is up.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Prabhuji, I want to ask something that where is Ramkunda?
It's where
This
this Ramkund is where this temple is, Kanakula Krishna Nagar. It's in Bengal. It's in Bengal. It's the place of Abhiram Thakur. That's where he established the temple. Thank you.
What is the name of the temple?
1 second. Let me just, okay. I can show you. There you go.
Prabhuji, I can't
There.
see. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, I can see it. It's Kanakul Krishna Nagar. And this is Gopinath. This is Balaram.
Gopinath Devi.
Yes. This Gopinath deity came to him in a dream. Gopinath.
In middle, Gopinath is there.
Yes, that's Gopinath there. That's Balaram. That must be Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What do you think?
This is the place of who?
This
Abhiram
is
Thakur.
Abhiram Thakur. Abhiram Gopal Thakur.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Anybody else? Anything else? Otherwise.
Prabhuji, and Raj, and I want to ask something that in May Narasimha Chaturdashi is coming. Narasimha Chaturdashi is coming. When it is coming?
Oh, I can tell you. It is.
Narasimha Chaturdashi in May.
Yeah.
My birthday is also in May.
I think it's something like the 25th of May. Let's have a quick look. Narasimha.
Let me see in my calendar.
25th of May,
Yeah.
according to UK.
Tuesday.
Wait, Prabhuji, 1 minute.
Very nice day, actually. Wow, amazing.
Prabhuji, Prabhuji, in UK when it is?
25th May.
Chaturdashi?
25th.
Wait, Prabhuji.
Same. Yours is the same as well. 25th of May.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So that's nice.
So when
Okay.
is your birthday?
May 29.
Okay. Good. Okay. Thank you so much.